is?
Herman!
You know, it's kind of an odd thing when you sit there and say you've known somebody the better part of somebody's life. The period of time, first time I met you, you're much older. I think I was around 16, 17 years old. I was still in high school.
You had red hair too, Mike.
Yeah, okay, well, a few things have changed since.
Just for those that may not remember, you did have red.
Few things have changed, yes, and there's
I think a lot more has changed
in ensuing years. So, but at the period of time I've known you, is that the better part of my life?
Well, I mean, I'd have to say it was a part of your life.
Well,
Valerie was, and your kids are the other part.
Well, you know, I mean, I tell you something. Tonight's recipient I allowed to be a godparent to my son Kyle, who's here tonight. So,
in fact, this year is not red enough as yours was when I met you.
Okay. Now we're gonna do. You're older than me, so you should remember. Ralph Edwards
Why don't you just keep
Ralph
saying that?
I want to reinforce the fact that you're older than me.
Yeah, but I still have the color of my hair.
Really? Do you have any hair? Okay, you remember? Do you remember the show Ralph Edwards? This Is Your Life.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. That was for your time.
Yeah. So how many years have you been in Rotary now?
I was telling Michele that she's 46. I've been in for 45 years.
You've been in Rotary for 45 years. Anything's changed in those 45 years since you first joined the club?
Well, there's been a lot of things that have changed.
Anything significant?
Well, I think that I came into Rotary in 1973. In around 1986, 87, 88, Rotary then changed their international policy to have women come into the Rotary.
And now, we have a lot of people here in the audience. I mean, we actually have some people who went to grade school with you. I think Michele Paracina's back there.
Yeah.
She might have something to say later.
Well, that's why we put her all the way in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Catholic school in San Francisco.
Yeah, St. Ignatius.
Hey, who was the first? I know you have to stretch your memory. Who was the first woman Rotarian?
Wow, I got to remember that. She still dyes her hair today.
Yeah, I know.
Michele.
Oh, Michele Paracina?
No. Michele.
Oh, my sister.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna have Michele come up here and maybe help me with this presentation. Can you come up here, Michele? Now, as I told you, I've known somebody. I'm gonna ask Michele if she can maybe read we have a little something for our recipient tonight. Hey, Herman, where are you going?
Well, I wanted to read it. I mean,
No, you're not going to read it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to let her read it to you. Can you read this to Herman? What it says here? Can you go ahead and read it?
Doesn't have glasses.
I need my glasses. I'm only 46 though.
This is going to be good.
Hang on.
Take your time, Michele.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time.
And can you read that? Can you read that?
Yeah, I can.
What's it say there?
Michele.
It says the Russian River Rotary Club presents to Michele M. McDonell the Service Above Self Award. I would like to recognize one of our longtime residents here. Bruce, come on up here. Bruce Harvey. Got a little presentation.
My wife made you a corsage because she is always very cautious and always wanting all that caution tape from us.
And I would like that, Michele, you need to, Patrick, and last year Christopher gave you a big hand putting this whole thing together. Patrick's been very, very helpful putting this together. Trying to keep it as a surprise. Was it a surprise?
What was a surprise?
So I guess I did a pretty good job. One of the things, the other day she texted me something and we were going back and forth, and I told her it was the older sibling privilege that I was exercising. I've always been a better liar than she has been. So I guess I'm going to cop to that, and I'm glad that you were surprised. I think Chris is going to be getting some cake out here soon. And if there's anybody else who would like to say something, feel free to stand up and say it or come up here, whatever. But this is heartfelt from the community for everything you've done. And I want to do something. This is for Barbara Bickford. Is Barbara here? I was talking to Ross the other day. Ross was actually the person who brought up your name last year to honor you. And Ross, I talked to Ross the other day, he's in Puerto Rico, and he said he wants me to give a big hug. So Barbara, I want you to report to Ross that here's a big hug. A big hug from Ross. So I'm glad it was a surprise. I was kind of wondering how long I could kind of keep this. I lied about a lot of things. Well, I don't normally lie, do I?
You want me to talk about that?
Would you say Valerie? Okay. Anyway, Donna?
Michael, I'd like to hear from Michele about her years as the first female in Rotary.
That would be
Yeah, I should have asked Herman. I forgot to ask him who sponsored her. Now Herman was I'd only been in the club 2 years.
It wasn't Herman,
And we-
I'm
and-
sure.
Now it was Herman sponsored her.
I was
Who
still
sponsored
drinking
you?
during the time.
Oh, Sam
I
Polero.
don't
God bless
even
Sam Polero.
remember
Yeah, both-
sponsoring her.
Yeah, both Herman and I were scared because we had, let me just tell you something about women coming into Rotary. Hindsight, looking back on 30 plus years, been the best thing ever. I don't know that Rotary International today, I don't know that Rotary International today would exist the way it does and be as effective an organization if not for women.
Correct.
30 plus years ago in this club, I'm not lying about that. This club had some of our senior members. Herman and I both know was sitting there having dinner. Oh, right down there, they allow women in there. Oh, I'm quitting. There was gonna be an absolute revolt. I'd only been in the club about 2 years myself. Herman'd been in about 8 or 9, 10 years before me. And I think we were both intimidated. And yeah, you're right. Sam was the one who he had enough seniority, and it was actually kind of thankful that it was my sister because she actually knew people like Red Gambetta and Roscoe Drake, who had known her since she was an infant. Actually went to school with our parents before she was even born. Our parents were even married, so it was good that there was the first woman Rotarian with somebody who was well known to them. So.
Hey, Mike, she was only in for 1 year.
So anyway, this is in the community, not just in the Rotary Club, but it is our Service Above Service Above Self Award. Hope you'll find some place in your office to put it. When you leave Citigroup, don't forget to take it with you. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute. I think Roy wants to say something.
I just want to say, as a former woman president of this club, thank you so much for leading the way for us, because we couldn't have done it without you taking the first steps. So thank you so much.
And in closing, I just want to say, and again, I think there's going to be coffee and cake and stuff out there. A lot of the people who make up... Chris, did you want to say something first?
Of course.
Of course I do. I'd like everybody here from the Monte Rio Variety Show to stand up. And I know that this woman does not like to be the center of attention. And so I'm kind of enjoying this. And Michele will always give everybody else the credit for the work. And I am so grateful to be here while Michele is getting all the credit.
I want to tell a little story. About 43 years ago, when I started in the real estate business, one of the first clients I had asked me about what used to be the Fire Mountain pageant, which had just, I think that year had kind of gone away. And this person had come up and had gone to the Fire Mountain pageant in Guerneville, and and had come to the Monte Rio Big Rocky games and the Water Carnival and stuff. And the person said he didn't like the jazz festival. I'm not making a comment about the jazz festival, but the person said the thing that they liked about this community was that community members took it upon themselves to come up with events that everyone worked on for the benefit of the visitors, but also for the community good. And all of you, pretty much almost all of you here have been involved in some way in one of the myriad of functions that go on that make the Russian River a very, very special place to be and distinguish it as a community that people really kind of fall in love with when they find out what the community is all about. Whether it's the church community and the school community and the Monte Rio Variety Show community, the fire department, a lot of those things are all intermeshed, and it makes for a very unique and I think a very American experience. So, Michele, for your participation in that, and for all of you for participating and making part of it. Some of you are summer weekend people, some of you are longtime year-round residents, and some of you are newer to the community, and it takes everyone. So I really appreciate everyone being here tonight. Hope everybody gets some cake. Is cake coming?
Cake
Yep.
is coming, and we still have raffle tickets.
Oh, okay,
If you'd
we-
like to buy into the 50/50 raffle.
Oh, when you're ready to do the